when Montez Ford first started in WWE, he looked hella Guyanese.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Behind the Barricade. I'm your host, Robbie Harris. Joined by my co-host, Mark L. Ray. Mark, how are you, buddy?
I'm alright, bro. I can't complain, man. Chilling.
Can't complain. As you guys know, it's a beautiful Monday. We in here like swimwear. Now,
Mm-hmm.
we had some fun things to talk about in the week of wrestling, but
Yes.
I want to start off tonight a little bit of a somber note. Got a buddy out there that's struggling right now. He's doing the best that he can to keep it together, and I've been in his situation 3 times out of my life. Michael Steinberg, leader of the News Report, frequent co-host on Andrew's Hot Takes every Thursday from 7 to 9. One thing I must let you guys know, that if you can keep him in your prayers and his family in your prayers, that'll be great. Mike has lost a family member. For those of you who love pets, I love pets. I love dogs. I'm a big dog lover. Mike has lost his dog he's had for almost 17 years now. And Allie was called home this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember seeing little Allie's white little fur as she barked at me under the table every time I went to Mike's mom's house. But my love goes out to him and his family. It's been a rough go. I've been there just recently, just this past year. So it's been a little hard for me. So I completely understand everything that the man is going through. Like, Mikey, we got your back, buddy. You got it. Anytime you want to talk, we're here for you. Allie's up there with Mason. They're hanging out. They're having a good time. They're up there with Pops, too. You know that. Pops playing with both of them, man. So much love, brother. Hope all is well. And keep holding your head up, bro. That's what's important. Nonetheless, Mark, how are you today, buddy?
I am good, man. Can't complain, bro. Chilling.
I mean, the world's a cold place when it comes down to pro wrestling. It
You're
never
right.
ceases to amaze,
That's
right?
facts.
Never
Yes,
ceases
sir.
to amaze you. But I have to say, there's a lot of things that shock me once in a while. There's a lot of things that really get under my skin too, such as pro wrestling fans. They get under my skin
Oh,
for the amount of stuff that I've heard over the past week. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm not looking at the camera at the moment. I'm just trying to share the stream, make sure everybody gets it, make sure everybody knows we are live in their living color. But one thing I will tell you, what's going on, Troy? Thanks for watching, brother. Thanks for watching. Striking the building. Now, guys, you can always leave a voicemail as you see the number going across the screen. Right, you got the voicemail number back. So 631-319-7958. That is 631-319-7958. Standard messaging rates do apply. I don't know.
yes.
I just said that because of commercial. But that's not here, neither here or there. The point is that I'm trying to make is wrestling fans are out here. They're out here wilding, Mark. They're out here in living color going crazy.
Yes, they are.
What are we gonna do about this, bro? What are we gonna do about this?
Man,
You're nuts, man.
listen, man. Some of these damn wrestling fans have absolutely no filter, and it's the shit that's the shit that pisses me off, because some of y'all take this shit too fucking serious. And then y'all wind up getting wild disrespectful with the way you comment on things, you know, the way you're trying to slide yourself up in a wrestler's DMs or whatever.
Hmm.
Like, And the shit that some of y'all be saying, oh my god,
No,
thirsty,
the comment
thirsty,
section would be crazy. But
fucking thirsty. So I've seen Alexa Bliss has had fucking stalkers. Sasha Banks has had stalkers. Like
I'm just gonna
Alexa Bliss had to put a restraining order on somebody because the motherfucker showed up at her house. This is the
not,
shit that I'm saying, man. Like,
you know how these people
and
do it, huh? They all
this is
over
why
the
people
place.
don't like wrestling fans.
They give us a bad rap.
They give us a
Why?
bad rap.
Why you gotta do this all the time? Why
One
y'all kids?
person ruins it for everybody.
Why y'all just can't be normal?
Yeah, bro.
Oh
Just
man, but
smooth. What
I
up,
got
brother?
love for y'all. I got love for y'all, but it's hard. It's hard to deal with y'all sometimes. What's going on, Smooth? Thanks for joining, brother. So some of the things that we got to really address, and I thought we'd start off with like a little state of the union. We're gonna get into Fighter Fest. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into NXT too. There's some things to talk about there. A lot of fun stuff. But let's keep it a buck. We always do the addressing the fans on this show and really addressing what we need to address. We got Ric Flair's final match coming up, which is the umpteenth final match, I believe, of Ric Flair's career. He's been extra spicy on Twitter, which we have a segment in Andrew's show called the Woo Moment of the Week, where I just share a Ric Flair tweet. There's some things about him as of late that just have gotten under my skin. But instead of fans pointing that out, they point out the nonsense. They point out what somebody said about somebody else on a podcast. That wasn't even that bad. That's just an opinion. So those are some of the things that people be pointing out to me, and I'm like, dude, like, come on, let's be real. Like, you guys got to really pay attention to the things that's the bigger picture. So I saw that this past week. I was listening to the Ric Flair podcast, Conrad Thompson doing his thing. And, I came across a clip of him talking about Jay Lethal no longer working with him due to the fact that him and Jay Lethal didn't have a falling out. They just had a disagreement because Jay Lethal maybe gotten his feelings because he wasn't able to be on the show. So Rick says he still loves him, but Jay just in his feelings right now. He goes, I think his feelings got hurt, which happens. It happens. People's feelings get hurt, folks. That's what happens. Sorry. This is business. All right, so you can't be on the card. Boo-hoo. There's other cards you can be on, Jay. Let's be real. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. These damn wrestling fans, boy.
There he is.
They jumping on Ric Flair like flies on crack. Oh, you couldn't get Jay Lethal on the card for your final match after he trained you. You are SOB. You are old, decrepit piece of nonsense. Now, listen, I ain't taking Ric Flair's side or nothing. But, guys, come on. Relax.
Jay Lethal's on the card for ROH.
Relax. So the man couldn't get. He said, I don't have no authority to put him on the card. It's not my vehicle. I might have influence, but I don't have no authority. I can't. They said that he didn't fit on the card. What do you want? I don't know what else to do.
What brand is he going through, by the way, for this last match?
I don't even know.
Isn't it Impact?
I don't know. I think it's like I gotta look it up. But I believe Rick asked, and they said, nah, we don't got room for him. And I guess he got in his feelings. That's why him and Rick are not working with each other right now. So those training videos you saw with Rick and Jay kind of like stopped because Jay kind of distanced himself away from Rick and got in his feelings, and that was it. So people just, man, that's what you get. Karma is something else. Like, karma? What? What are we talking? Guys, please, folks. If I ever taught you anything, I taught you this. Guys, put the phone down for 5 minutes. Step away from the Twitter. It's okay. It ain't going nowhere. Just put it down for 5 minutes. You'll be okay. Okay? You'll be okay. To be criticizing a man's comments on a podcast, just telling a story about what may have happened. He said there's no falling out on from what I understand. I still love him. He's my guy. I just think he got in his feelings, so he kind of like went home. He don't want to work with me no more. I guess simple. Don't read deep into it. There's no reason to. So I don't know. I just one of my address the fan moments of the week, Chris. Chris Carlos Jordan in the check-in. What's going on, Chris?
What's up?
Yeah, we're just talking about the Ric Flair. I came across Ric Flair's podcast, and Conrad asked him about his last match coming up and how his training been. And he talked about Jay Lethal a little bit. He said that working with Jay Lethal, but not so much no more because I think Jay Lethal got in his feelings because he couldn't get on the card with Rick. And I guess Jay Mama felt like, man, after everything I just done for you, help you train and whatnot, now you can't get me on the card, bro. I understand that it's a payday. Come on, who don't want to make money? And, as a wrestler, you're a private contractor, so you got to go out there and make as many dollars as you possibly could. Okay, well, Rick has some influence. Once again, it's not his vehicle. He can't just tell, all right, you're going to put Jay Lethal on the call. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, well, he could. He could.
But for one guy,
he could. Ric Flair's got, listen, if they're willing to even put his old ass in the ring one last time, it's his deal. He could get Jay Lethal on there.
He's
got enough clout to get him.
But here's the thing. I don't know who he's dealing with.
Who's putting on the promotion?
That's the question.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to
I don't know what their relationship with Rick is.
Yeah, but if he was so if he come off all cavalier, listen, Ric Flair's about Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I learned. He had a certain few guys that he that he would help, but other than that, he's about Ric Flair. And he's really shown it in his later stages of his career, if you want to call it a career. Suing Becky Lynch for the man moniker and all this bullshit. He's about himself. And if Jay Lethal helped him train, and Jay Lethal did help keep him relevant for a while by doing those impersonations, then you throw your boy a bone. You know what I'm saying? And Ric Flair probably could have gotten him something on that show.
I'm saying, who's he dealing with? Do they got past history? There's got to be a reason why Jay Lethal don't fit on the show. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense why he wouldn't be. Who else is on the show?
I'll have no idea. I have no clue. I believe this has something to do with AAA because I think they're affiliated with this group that he's doing this with, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But what I know is that's what he said. He said that they don't have it, they can't fit him on the card. I don't understand what that means because I've seen guys walk into a building and get put on a card immediately. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this is Jay Lethal we're talking about. This ain't no slum off the street.
Exactly.
But I understand where he's coming from saying it's not my vehicle. I don't know if he tried or not. Who says he didn't go in there and go, hey, man, come on, that's my boy. I'll hook him up. Wow, I don't got no space for him. Come on, you ain't got no space? Not a little vignette, something? We got nothing? Like, that's something that don't smell right here. But I'm not going to deep dive and just start trashing Ric Flair like some of these people were doing. And I just thought there was just an easy opportunity to attack somebody just because you heard them say what they said on the podcast. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I don't know the whole situation. Who knows? It could have been a falling out. Ric Flair just like, nah, it wasn't no falling out to me. But maybe it was a falling out. Maybe it was a big deal that he's just keeping it quiet and cordial saying there wasn't no big deal. Maybe it was. Maybe he didn't want to pay Jay. I don't know. Jay helping him out, doing him a favor. Maybe Jay was like, yo, you got to compensate me for my time. Oh, nah, I ain't got it like that. Oh, nah, you ain't got it like that? I do so then. Good luck training. Like, maybe it could have been that. I don't know. But it seems weird to me. But I'm not going to sit there and just start calling him a SOB and all kinds of stuff. Now, we said that about him when the Dark Side of the Ring dropped. But with this particular situation, I just thought a lot of people are still feeding off of that. And they just saw an easy opportunity to attack someone.
Something like that shows true character.
You know,
that's thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So people are gonna,
And
tag that. You tagged with it, as long as you're, and if he would have just went away like he should have at 70 fucking 4 years old, maybe people wouldn't be having these hard feelings about him. But
now, once again, do I make fun of the man on Twitter? Yes, I do, because I think his tweets are hilarious, and they're very Iron Sheik esque right now. Iron Sheik's tweets are phenomenal too. So I
Mm-hmm.
just, but for those of you who want to sit behind Twitter and just call somebody out of name, you know good and damn well if you saw Ric Flair in his face, you wouldn't be saying that to him.
Yeah.
Just saying. I was always brought up, if you ain't man enough to say tell a man off in his face, then you just might as well just tuck your tail between your legs and sit in the corner.
well, the mob always pounces.
Yeah, like don't say it behind the keyboard. Get to the man's face and say it. So I'm saying, look, if I saw who was it? Who can I pick out? Now
You're welcome, Jess.
if I saw Eddie Kingston today, I'll tell you, yo, you gotta get to the gym, bro. I got a Crunch membership. Guess what? Me and you both can go. You can go as a buddy. I'll take you. You gotta get in the gym. Tell straight to his face. We'll bring a sign. Next AEW, I promise you I'll bring a sign that says, Eddie, please join Planet Fitness. I'll bring one.
Well, Ric Flair has shown enough for me not to give him the benefit of the doubt on anything. That's
fair.
That's 40 plus years of watching him. I enjoyed him, but in his post wrestling life,
it's not been very pleasant.
He hasn't done anything to make himself look any sort of way good.
Mm-hmm.
He comes off as an angry old man, a bitter old man, and yes, you were top banana at one point, but to take that, when he took this shit away from Becky Lynch, it just showed how petty he was, because he was not known as the man. They didn't introduce him as the man, Ric Flair. He was the Nature Boy, which I find ironic because he fucking stole that from Buddy Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all put that. Buddy Rogers was the original Nature Boy. So this guy has an issue with Becky Lynch, and Vince probably paid him to shut up and go away, but he had a payday on something that he had no business even stepping into. So he's proven to be a petty little fucking old man that really needs to just go away.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to, not knowing the situation, I'm not going to say Jay Lethal's right. I'm just going to say I'm not giving Ric Flair the benefit of the doubt on anything.
That's fair. That's fair. I just don't like, I don't like when people just jump all over people. Like, slow down.
You can articulate yourself like I just did. Yeah. That's something people need to look into before they just act a jackass on social media. There's many ways to do it.
Yeah, like I don't mind you. Listen, I hold this platform for everybody. The platform's for everyone who can speak clearly and get their point across. Even if I disagree with you or not, doesn't matter. So, if you want to make a statement, you're more than welcome. Like I said, follow that number down there at the bottom of the screen, folks, and leave that voicemail. All right. Now, getting into the thick of it. AEW, Fighter Fest, Night 1, fun. Whole lot of fun, man. Got new tag champs. We got a couple of fun things that's happening on the card. Got a great title match. Well, we could call it title match or title match, right? I don't know how this interim thing works. Okay.
What? That's got to stop. There's a title match.
Oh no, there's a title match. I'm not sure. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. So, all right. So we had.
Moxley would agree with you.
Yeah, like it's kind of stupid, but it's okay. He's the champ. In my eyes, I'm not holding the damn title for nobody else.
I don't know. They're still calling him the fucking interim champ.
Because it's stupid. It just doesn't make sense at this point. So
the fans are going to get involved, and it's going to change.
So since we talk about Moxley, you want to open up with the Moxley?
No, you got to open up with that disaster of Orange Cassidy.
Oh, all right, fair. Fair enough. Now, after giving Orange Cassidy credit, after what he did at Forbidden Door, because to me, he honestly put on a really good match with Will Ospreay. Like, you went from that to facing Wardlow for the TNT championship.
You
And
guys didn't like that match?
No,
I liked it. I thought it was a good match.
I think it was
no. Are
I
you,
was
Mark? Are you to believe that Orange Cassidy could do any sort of fucking damage to Wardlow
it was a
at any
classic,
point
Well,
in his life,
no,
his
but
career,
I felt like
ever?
he,
it
I
was a
felt
styles
like he
clash.
still held his own. I didn't think he. I didn't think. Obviously, he wasn't gonna fucking win against Wardlow. I knew we saw that coming from a fucking mile away. But
We'll do
I
Mike
thought he held his own in that match. I really did.
now. There's some things that I would say when Chris talked about this plenty of times. Big men being in the ring with little men, and you got to be able to sell for the little guy, which is a hard thing to do for some guys. Warlow, I didn't think it was going to be this difficult, but it kind of looked a little difficult. Where
It looked goofy.
and
It looked
it looked very
way too scripted. It
it,
didn't look believable. Listen, little man going against big man goes back to AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar,
mm-hmm.
Finn Balor, Brock Lesnar. That's believable shit, right? Not.
Daniel Bryan's
And why the fuck does he have that Superman punch?
Oh,
I mean, it's bad enough Roman Reigns does it, but then I got 150-pound Orange Cassidy doing it. I mean, come on, people. And then you just created this humongous monster, right? And we all said we don't need squash matches from Wardlow. But first time out of the chute, I'm going to have a hard time with Orange Cassidy.
yeah.
Come on.
I just thought.
Come on.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
And look, wrestling is what it is, and that's okay. But when you're telling the story, it's hard to believe. It's definitely hard to believe when you're trying to tell a true story. And look, the story is it's how do I put this away? Because he had such a great showing in one match just a month ago. Not even
because he was evenly matched.
Ago, it was so perfectly lined up, and this was so awkward and clumsy, and the chemistry wasn't there at all.
No. And if you're going to do that Orange Cassidy shtick, it's not going to work with a guy like Wardlow.
Damn sure not.
Wardlow is all aggression, all full steam ahead. That kind of shit's not going to work.
Nope.
And it didn't work.
And look, I know not. Like I said, no, I might be biased because I'm a Wardlow fan, and I'm not the biggest Orange Cassidy fan in the world. But I gave the man credit. Okay, I tried to put my bias aside and give him credit for the match he did in Forbidden Door. But this right here just knocked it back 10 pegs,
and it was long.
It was too long.
Yeah,
He should have broke him in half.
As soon as he ripped his pockets, he should have broke him in half. Done deal.
I think he could have ripped. Not that anybody wanted to see this, but I think he could have ripped every article of clothing off of him and just tossed him around like the Hulk. This is.
Just, I'm sorry, but
it's hard to believe. It's sad that they do stuff like this sometimes in pro wrestling.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about bad booking?
This is
there it is.
This is
it's the epitome of it.
This is bad. Don't do that again.
No.
Now, if you tell me Orange Cassidy versus Pac, okay. Now Pac might wrestle circles around Orange, but at least that's believable. At least it's somewhat believable.
Maybe he's another one. He's at high octane. He's high octane.
Like
you can't do that slow Joe shit that he does with guys like that.
No.
If you put Wardlow in the ring with Pac, right? A good example. Then we got something. It's believable. Smaller guy, but he's you put Wardlow in the ring with Danielson. Then we got something. It's believable. You put him in there with Orange. I mean, you might as well put him in there with fucking Darby Allin. Again, these guys
that might be coming around the corner.
It might be coming around the corner. They got to stay in their lane with this shit. It's got to be fucking believable. That was just not, and it took way too fucking long. I'm like, this match is still on. Fucking please.
It was a little dragged out, and you got to give Wardlow some challenge. What did I say last week? Credible talent. What I meant was credible guys that's almost even to his level, Orange Cassidy's on Warlord or something.
No.
And you can tell me, Orange challenged for a world title before. Yeah. A lot of guys challenged for a world title before, but doesn't mean they're on that level.
He's not on the level.
Come on, don't give me that he's on this level. I'm not buying it. All right. So where you guys want to go next? Which one you want to talk about?
Just roll down the Fighter Fest.
Yeah, just roll
Whatever
down
you
the
want.
bro.
All right, so we can jump into Moxley, okay? Now,
Okay.
interim championship. He's the champ. All right, call it what it is. When you have talent coming in from other places, obviously this fan base knows them very well, and you got to give credit where credit is due. Moxley has done everything that was asked of him in this company.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I don't think he's ever complained, as far as I heard or reported, complained not one time. Taking everything that was given to him, bladed when he needed to, death match when he needed to, put himself through hellfire and brimstone when he needed to, without a complaint.
Damn right. That was a good match, man, between him and Takashita, man.
When do I see Jon Moxley really get? I just feel like
Put some respect on his name.
That's what I was just about to say. When is he going to get the respect that he deserves? Because I feel like, is it me or is he not getting up there in the conversation with other wrestlers in today's current era?
I agree. He should be. He should have been from the day.
Like
the day he took over AEW when he showed up, he took his career to a whole new level. The shit in New Japan he was doing, the bounce, like you just said, there's not much more he could do.
No. When do we start looking at Jon Moxley? When do people start to say, this man just might be one of the greatest of all time? Because I haven't heard the GOAT conversation about Jon Moxley ever.
They better start.
I think we need to start having this conversation. He's wrestled everybody you can dream of. He's worked in 2 different major companies.
Held every championship around.
Companies, by the way, held titles in all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So what more do you need from him? What more do you want him to do? I don't understand. When are we going to start to sit here and say this man might just be arguably one of the greatest to ever do it?
Yeah. I agree.
I've heard people say it's almost close to the modern day Stone Cold. I've heard people comparing to Mick Foley.
I can see
brawler style, willing to do anything or put his body through anything to win.
Yeah,
he doesn't get his ass kicked the way Mick did. No. But people forget Cactus Jack, WCW. Chris, we talked about this a lot. Cactus Jack in WCW wasn't getting his ass kicked like that.
No,
he was kicking ass.
He was a wrestler.
He put boots to people. All right, he wasn't getting beat up all day.
It was before he became a stuntman. Yeah, because he was actually
He was lacing them up and knocking them out.
Yep.
Ask Terry Funk.
Yep.
Ask Dory Funk.
I agree.
The whole damn Funk family. Ask them.
Christopher Brown made a very good point just now. He said Moxley will get the credit he deserves when glory hogs like Jericho step the fuck aside and give guys like Moxley a larger spotlight.
Chris, I see your point, but I think that light has shined and starting to fade for guys like Jericho. And they're trying so hard to scratch. At this point, I'm convinced that Jericho's just scratching at the bit to stay relevant. His ship has sailed. I'm not thinking about Chris Jericho when I wake up or turn my.
Well, if you're talking about, the GOAT conversation with Chris Jericho is not like present day.
Yeah,
it's got to be
all
of his career,
all throughout.
And as far as Moxley, it should be right now, like you're saying. But AEW is doing him no favors with the interim bullshit. And listen, I've been going back 45 years watching wrestling. He's one of the best I've ever seen. Hands down, one of the best I've ever seen. When it comes to promos, he's one of the best of it. If you just want to go by simple crowd reaction, he's got it all. He's one of the best I've ever seen, and he continues to give you quality shit.
Because we talk about it all the time, and we used to. I can't wait till we do those throwbacks again. But we watched a lot of great matches, man. We watched a lot of great matches, a lot of great pay-per-views together.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about some of the greatest wrestlers. Some guys, some people didn't even know, you know. But we went down that road of, damn, who today can do what this man was doing? Like, yeah, I laugh at Terry Funk, but who out today is doing what Terry was doing?
Well,
like
John Moxley, he's a combination of the three you just mentioned.
Yeah, like
he's a Stone Cold, he's a Funk, and he's got some early Cactus Jack in him.
And like it's a whirlwind. It puts you through a whole. My God.
Well, JR's taken a beating lately, right?
Yeah.
And it was his intro into the last pay-per-view. He had a couple of lines. He said, "My name's Moxley. You want to fight?" As he's walking to the ring, and he said he made a reference to Stone Cold. Right? And I know people jumping all over JR because he may or may have not called him Dean Ambrose, but
he's old, man. What you want to?
But he when he said it, he made the reference to Stone Cold. I said, "Yeah, right on, JR," because he is. Mm-hmm. He is. The way he comes to the ring, the way it's no bullshit. Just comes to the ring. I'm kicking your ass and I'm going home.
Yeah.
And I may get beaten up a little bit, like Stone Cold did. People forget. Stone Cold took some beating. All right. Crimson Mask. Stone Cold took his lumps.
Nobody can take a bump on the outside of the rail better than Austin can.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
but
yeah, man.
That's what you're seeing right now.
No
and, and again, go back to his previous company that didn't, see fit to use him that way and had him coming out with a fucking gas mask on and all that dumb shit that he alluded to.
Heavy jacket.
Listen, this guy's gold. and I'll tell you what, I was not the biggest Dean Ambrose fan when the Shield first arrived. Okay. I said this guy's a little goofy. But I invested time into him and let it marinate. Then I realized this guy's gold.
He was the weirdo of the three.
Yeah.
But the weirdo turned out to be a gem.
A gem.
Absolutely.
And now, I don't understand how a company can strike gold with three guys like that. You had three aces.
And fucked up one of them, though. You had three aces.
You had three aces and you screw up one. The one that actually could have really put you over the top.
Went to another level. Because look at Seth Rollins, a caricature of himself now.
No disrespect to Roman Reigns. I know you're facing the company, la la la. I get all that. But this man right here,
you're not doing what Moxley's doing.
Yeah,
man, you're not doing that.
It was the way they.
Listen, I don't blame Roman Reigns. He's comfy now. That's great. But facts are facts, and neither one of those two are doing anything that Moxley's doing.
And we're not talking about performance and just performance in the ring. We're talking about all-around character, all-around pro wrestler. From the entrance down to the finish of the match. Are they on John Moxley's level?
No.
No, I can't.
No. And what I love about it is he's not changed. WWE changed him from coming in from the crowd, but he went right back to it. That was your moniker. You came in from the crowd, and that crowd gets so fucking juiced up when he comes walking through.
I want to see him come out more, just fired up, running down, and just hop and just attack somebody. The way Austin used to just walk down to he had that strut to him, and as soon as somebody gets out the ring, he just start running, with the vest on, didn't care to start swinging on you. And look. Always say one of the best performers of all time, The Rock, right? But when you look at the chemistry The Rock and Austin had, The Rock knew exactly where to be at the exact moment to make Austin shine, and likewise, vice versa.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see the dance partner, and I think that dance partner is Bryan Danielson. That can be in the perfect moment at the perfect time for John Moxley.
Oh,
that's the feud right there. That's gonna really, I think. Finally, y'all gonna really put him on the mountaintop. Y'all gonna put him up there. It's not Kenny Omega. It's no. That's the guy right there. That's in the same faction as him.
Mox and Kenny have had some great fucking matches, though.
They have, but
Incredible matches.
we're not putting them over the top because he wrestled Kenny.
Yeah.
We still haven't given him respect for that.
Yeah.
Like we're still striking to figure out, oh well, he's not to everybody else's level. No, that's not true. You really watch the body of work. I'm watching this man wrestle people that's not even he hasn't even been in the ring with, and he's shining like a bright star. Not everybody has that can do that.
No.
So the last really true guys, like I said, the last true guys I seen do that was the Austins, was the Rocks. If you want to go back further than that, was early Sting, Ric Flair, guys that get in the ring, Dusty, guys that get in the ring with you that can really don't matter who you are. They're gonna wrestle. They're gonna wrestle with you. They're gonna dance with you, man, all night long.
Absolutely, yeah.
And yeah, Moxley and Kenny has great matches, but I still feel like they always looked at Kenny as the biggest star of the Moxley, and I felt like that was wrong. I think Kenny's star shines so bright in New Japan. It's hard for his star to shine bright in America. It's hard because you were the North Star over there, and you came here, you became a little twinkle twinkle. You know,
But like we all talked about, we just said Kenny don't have all of what Moxley has. He could sit there and say all he wants. He doesn't have the promo skills. He doesn't have the genuine charisma when he doesn't have it. I'm sorry. People can fucking tell me I'm wrong. Kenny Omega, I'm not taking away from him in the ring. But there's a reason they brought the mouthpiece in for him.
I want my brother to come on one day because he got two hot takes that he's been telling me from the beginning. Kenny Omega's overrated, and Shawn Michaels was the greatest wrestler of all time. I debate him all day with Shawn, but I was like, Kenny, I'm starting to see what he's talking about. But he said that at a time where I was getting tired of Kenny Omega, so he caught me at the right moment to really convince me that the man is overrated. And I'm watching the matches. I see him just going through the motions. Well, little did we know he was hurt. He was dinged up. Yeah. Maybe he couldn't go as 100% the way he wanted to go, but he was still out there. Well, everybody knows if you're gonna play, you gotta bring your ass.
I started getting really tired of Kenny Omega when he got with Don Callis.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing.
That was the end all be all. That was the end of that. So, but John Moxley retains his title, man.
Let me get into some of these comments real quick.
That'd be
So Christopher Brown said the issue with the interim title situation in AEW screams Punk and Cena from 2011. It was infuriating to watch then, and the feelings I get off the current situation in AEW feels like a carbon copy of 11 years ago, minus someone threatening to take the title to another company.
You know,
how do you feel about that?
I don't know about
taking titles.
I'm just waiting for Moxley to come out and say it on a Dynamite.
Just take the mic and Moxley and say who's the real champ. Because the so-called real champ is sitting at home nursing a foot.
Absolutely.
Just call it what it is. If he comes out and calls it what it is, it ends this whole interim title nonsense. Nobody wants to hear about the interim. Don't call me.
I'm waiting for the day.
That's the perfect time to turn heel. Call me one more time. I dare you. I double dare you.
Jessica Hoffman said, "Did you guys see the A&E WWE Legends, the new episodes? Watched Undertaker's. It was really good. And also, that when Moxley was leaving WWE, they did him dirty, in my opinion."
Okay. Now they tried to roll out the red carpet for him.
They gave him more of a due than I've ever seen anybody else get.
They were trying to hold on to him.
Yeah.
Doing everything they could. They
had those Shield reunions, and they gave him a pretty solid send-off.
And they did everything they could to keep that man. And he said, "No, I'm not doing this no more. I'm trying to tell y'all nicely. Don't make me have to yell at you. Just let me go. All right, let me go. Let my wings fly." What did Marky Mark say? And the other guys, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Gotta let him fly, man. That's it. Hey, Jen, how you doing?
I can talk about that fucking movie all day, bro.
Christopher Brown goes, Kenny Omega can't stand the fact that he's not a bigger deal in North America that he is in Japan, and it pisses him off. I'm shocked he doesn't go to Tony Khan and demand to make him into a bigger deal. He can't. Tony can't make him into a bigger deal because he can only make himself into a bigger deal. That's the crazy part about wrestling owners is that everyone likes to say, "Oh, the wrestling owner can do it." No, not really. Sometimes you got to do it. You got to do it yourself as a character. You got to go out there and perform. You got to go out there and sell it.
I think
Give it to the people.
You got to work.
I think for Kenny Omega, it's more so that he developed himself in Japan. That's why he's such a big deal over there. Because that's where his character really developed. He spent a lot of fucking time over there. He took time to learn the goddamn language.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I just really think that that's pretty much really the reason why he's so much bigger in Japan than he is in North America, because he developed over there. That's basically was his brand for years. He ran that shit.
Yeah, and look, like I said, Kenny, I wish him a speedy recovery. Hope he does well. Hope he gets back on his feet. I wish no ill will to nobody, but I
hope
heard
he doesn't bring back Don Callis.
No,
please don't fucking bring back Don Callis.
That's unnecessary. Let him stay wherever hole he's in. Let him be there. Luchasaurus still with a mask on. With Christian taking on Griff Garrison of Raw City Blondes. Now, Christian has been on fire. Fire with flaming these guys every which way he can.
Dude, that's working. I don't know how long.
God darn it! I don't know how good. Where was this Christian? Nah. Yeah, we got a lot of this Christian.
And he's a really nice dude in real life.
He's a sweetheart of a person.
But he will cut your ass up in a promo.
And this is where somebody taking it to the next level seriously is doing it the right way, opposed to when MJF was doing it. It was more of a harsh.
He told Luchasaurus, he said, "Look at that picture." He said, "Doesn't he look like Jungle Boy?"
Yeah,
Griff Garrison.
If I was Griff Garrison, I would have went home and got a haircut after that. Because you do look like a cheap Jungle Boy.
Like fucking Jungle Boy, bro.
You look like a cheap Jungle Boy.
What my boy John like, saying? That's Griff Garrison.
He's like Jungle Boy's older brother, Jungle Man.
Older, less talented brother.
Oh man, let me tell you something. There's most people getting frustrated with the old guys in AEW. This is the one guy that when I saw the signing, I was so disappointed because they hyped it up so much. But if he continues to do this, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him become a champ. No.
No, this is good stuff.
This is gold.
Christopher Brown said, "Mark, having Don Callis on our TV screens is like having a Paul Heyman LA Knight crossbreed mutant. No fucking thank you."
Yeah, I don't need that. The LA Knight out here. We'll talk about him on Thursday.
Could you imagine Paul Heyman and Maximum Male Model?
But yeah, Christian is doing his best work as of late on the microphone. Look, we see some good stuff come from guys who are seasoned vets in this business, and I hope all the young guys in AEW are taking notes. Take notes on what he's doing. Look at how he's doing it. Like, yeah, I had an issue with the MJF thing because it just was too deep and it was cringy. It wasn't done like this. This is subtle. Still rough, but hit you slowly with the rough. MJF just hit you in the face with a freaking cast iron pan. Like, dude, come on, man. Jeez. There's a way to do it, but that's his character.
It's classic.
But this is what it is. I'll take it for what it is. Christian Cage, I had an issue with seeing you on my TV screen wrestle every week. And now I'm seeing you in a suit and a turtleneck. I think that works for you, brother. Keep rocking that. That's a nice look, bro.
Clean.
It works for him. I think the look good.
It's a clean look, bro. We might have to rock that to one of the business conferences.
Yes, bro. We gotta go with one. This man looks phenomenal. But
turtleneck and a blazer?
The turtleneck and a blazer works, man. He looks great. And he's living his best life over there, putting in work, but good work for his age and good work for what he can do to help out the younger talent. Like Luchasaurus, this was huge for Luchasaurus. I think he needed this.
Oh, he definitely needed it.
And take the god, man, Please now. It's over, Tom. It's
They take everyone else's mask off. Why can't they take his?
Oh,
The Lucha Bros get their mask ripped off every week.
come on, take the mask off, man. Come on
Do
now.
we think we need to take the mask off Luchasaurus and have him go back to being like Austin Draven or some shit?
Well, yeah, then we got.
I mean, like, cause like,
I
you gotta repackage him, cause like, really, what is Luchasaurus without the mask right now?
You could paint his face. I'm good with face paint. Not a Kane where he was just totally unmasked. I'm good with face paint. Change. You can still make him look Luchasaurus-ish.
Can we do like the Phantom of the Opera, half mask, half face?
Kyle said, "Trust me, he's better with it on."
Young Rey Mysterio, the girl, she's
not the best looking dude, bro. Oh man.
We had Claudio Castello.
Oh.
Every time I see Claudio's name, it makes me laugh. I'm like, I don't know one Swiss man with a
Claudio Ravioli.
Versus Jake Hager. Now shout out to Claudio putting in work, doing what
did y'all see him hit that 619? Executed perfectly by that.
He been doing stuff like that for a long time, and a lot of people, like, once again, another guy that really didn't get much recognition for his athleticism and how strong he really is. The man can lift almost anything. I don't think there's a man he can't lift.
He's a machine.
This comment real quick. So Christopher Brown said, Chris, the reason they keep Luchasaurus' mask on is more than likely for the same reason Rey Mysterio has kept it on all these years, aka merch sales. I'm going to say yes and no to this. And the reason I'm going to say no is because, like we were just saying, Chris, Luchasaurus without his mask right now, we would have to completely repackage him. He'd either have to go back to his old shtick and be Austin Draven or whatever the fuck he was before, or come up with something new for AEW. You can't just take the mask off of him right now.
I'm just saying replace the mask with paint.
Yeah, replace it with some type of paint.
Or replace it with some type of paint, yeah.
I don't give a damn if you come out looking like Vampiro. Just
with paint, because then, like they sold Ultimate Warrior masks and he didn't wear one, he had paint.
I don't give a fuck if he comes out looking like fucking
Sting masks, right? Sting masks, he has paint.
Not a mask.
Luchahausen.
Oh my god.
Oh, Danhausen.
Luchahausen. That's a hell of a tag team right there. Oh my god. But yes. Claudio taking on Jake. I expected a little bit more out of this match.
So did I.
I thought Claudio was always going to put on a good showing, but I thought Jake, this was a good matchup for Jake. I thought this was a perfect two strong men, and Jake is deceivingly strong because he don't look like a strong guy, but until you really see him go to work, he's a pretty strong dude himself. So I expect a little bit more out of these two, but it's kind of like
big meaty men slapping meat.
But I was very, very happy to see that Claudio's getting work in. He's not out here doing no funny stuff. He hasn't been relegated to dark. He hasn't been down. Oh, we saw him one time. That's it. Don't see him no more. Like, I'm happy to see him actually getting working.
Yes.
Very, very happy.
Chris, yes. Give me that. Claudio versus Wardlow.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Now we got a match, folks.
I like that, Christopher Brown. We're gonna make that shit happen. We're gonna speak it to existence.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And give them about 20. Give them about 15 to 20 solid. They'll tear it up. Give them 15 to 20 solid. They'll tear it up. I promise. I promise you won't regret it. It'll be one of the best matches you had on TV. Now,
I think Claudio would be a good TNT champion.
I think so too. But not right now. Not my boy.
Not right now. No, let him build himself.
You got to make sure.
No, not right now.
We're building him up right now.
If you're gonna drop the title this quick, you better push my boy to the moon for the AEW championship. I'm damn. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be one upset individual. But yeah, Claudio finally getting the run, man. And it seems to be very happy where he's at. Man looks healthy. Going out there, lifting people up and putting people down. That's what you do. Now, Anna J sighting. This is nice to see. Anna J versus Sarita D. Now, Anna J, right? We talked about it a little bit. We're getting a little bit more of a run here in AEW. Seeing her for a little while, like a good stretch, a couple of weeks, then kind of fell off. Then we saw a big for a little bit longer, then kind of fell off again. I don't know what's going on as far as that goes, because sometimes you see women consecutive weeks in a row, then all of a sudden they just disappear.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they pop up again. Like, what?
Yeah.
Cover up. What are y'all doing this whole time?
I mean, they have her still commingling with the Dark Order, but I think AEW is slowly starting to try to dismantle the Dark Order a little bit.
Hey,
They got rid of Alan Angels. And shout out to Alan Angels, who was actually now on Impact. Debuted on Impact last week.
Listen, you get more work fast in this bit now.
Do they have fans yet?
Yeah.
They got people in the building?
You got people in the building. Very happy to see. Good to hear some damn noise.
I might actually have to start watching Impact.
Come on, I've been telling you this. Tell you this for longest.
If I start watching Impact, we're gonna start talking about Impact every week.
I watched Mickey James and Chelsea Green just go on a kissing battle the other day. Crazy.
I missed it, but I caught it on Instagram.
It's kind of weird. I don't know, but Mickey's into
Power
that
of social media.
Mickey's into that kind of stuff. Nevertheless, Anna Jay, can she get on a good enough run to really start making a push for maybe the AEW Big Call Women's Championship, maybe AEW Championship?
No, I don't see it.
Can we get her going a little bit? Nah.
No.
I just don't see it, bro.
No.
I tried, Anna. I tried.
You need to turn heel.
We've tried to push her before, and it just went nowhere.
Listen, she's smoking hot, but that's where it stops.
We got her paired with, we had her paired with the Dark Order for a while. Then we tried to get her in this tag team thing with Ty Conti. Didn't work out. And then she disappeared for a hot minute.
Well, she was hurt.
She got hurt. And now she's back, and we're still trying to keep her with the Dark Order. But now we're also at the same time trying to start this little feud with Ty Conti. If you caught the promo at the end.
And speaking of feuds, we got this little cool feud going on right here. Sarita D, you gotta give Sarita D some credit, man. No, the lady of the bunch really putting in work. There's another woman that's been there consistently.
I'm glad that was a good match. I enjoyed that match. I'm glad we finally broke her away from Sheeta, because that was the longest fucking feud I've ever seen.
It's a true question. Are you excited for Mercedes Martinez and Sarita D?
Oh, that's gonna be good.
That should be a good match.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Matchup. Two vets going at it like that. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun, man. I dig it. I like the matchup.
It's gonna be good because I love me some Mercedes Martinez.
Anna Jay should go back and watch some Francine, learn how to do that, and she'd be a star. In the ring, not going to happen.
Come on, Chris. We got to get Francine on the show, man.
I'm not a chauvinist. The woman is beautiful, but she can't fucking wrestle.
Chris, we got to get Francine.
We got to get Francine.
We know many people that know her. Like, do you notice? I'm all over on Facebook. Francine doing this. Francine. How do I know people that know Francine? I will pay the money. I will pay if I have to pay for your time to come on the show, Francine.
Queen of Extreme, we need her to talk about.
We will scrape up our dollars and pay for you to come on for a segment of 15 minutes
to talk about the art of being a valet.
Yes, and she was a proud valet, and she was very damn good at it. Look, some people are just very good in that role. Anna Jay, you might just be it. But I like I said, I hold out hope for everybody. I always give you the benefit of the doubt. Anna Jay, the boy said no, but I'm gonna give you one more chance. Now I'm gonna give you one more chance to show us something, because it ain't looking too bright right now. The bunny, another lady in that locker room that's there sometimes, and all of a sudden disappeared. They don't really got much for her. So it's like, okay, where we going now? Now we feel like we're just running around in circles. You know, Chris Statlander, another one. I like the repackaging. I think that's a little fun with the heel. Felt like it was a heel turn, but then I'm gonna get mixed emotions.
He's from West Islip. Did you know that?
Whoa, Statlander?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Damn, that's crazy.
But if you're gonna use the bunny as the valet, then let her do valet shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's not
I'll pull some
taking that to the next. She's just basically coming down to the ring with them. Listen, doing one little thing outside is not. That's not what the valet. You gotta really go to valet school.
You gotta hop on the apron. You gotta get involved. Get involved. You're there for a reason. You're there for a reason. Get involved. That's the whole point of you being down there. You're the distraction.
You got to show the chemistry with the wrestler that you're coming down there with. Especially, she's married to the dude. There should be automatic chemistry, but there doesn't seem to be any.
Automatic. Like I say, Luda Vachon is another one that you guys can watch. She might have not been the prettiest woman to look at, but she understood her role. Sometimes she played the valet role.
No, she's not like Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, like, come on. She gets it. Like, you gotta. Hey, Deborah. Hold on a second. Let me take that back. Deborah didn't really do a lot of getting involved. Deborah was there. It was a lot of eye candy moments. It distracted a lot of people for the match. Let's just put it that way.
She did it in a different way.
Yeah, she was different.
She killed it differently.
Yeah. But there were some ladies in the business that really did their job as valets and getting involved. I remember Stacy Keibler doing that multiple times, getting involved in matches. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Be the heel. It's easier to be a valet for a heel. That's the most fun. You can throw some brass knuckles in there. You can throw some salt in somebody's eye. You can whatever. Just get involved, please. That's what I miss, man. I miss good valets in wrestling. Everybody can't be a pro wrestler. You can take a bump, okay, be a valet. You still get to shine. You still gonna get to shine. Miss Elizabeth, one of the best valets ever. Still getting shine to this day. To this day. So guys, don't get it twisted. Look at Francine. I think Francine made more money now than she did in pro wrestling. Every time I turn around, this woman's on a podcast somewhere, telling her story. People want to hear it.
What we talking about?
He's giving the nuggets to people. I'm listening to some of these things, Chris. The nuggets she was giving about Vince. The nuggets she was giving. He be giving out some nuggets, man.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Francine.
Okay.
Put in work. Ladies, take note. Pay attention.
Terry Reynolds. Pay attention.
Oh, come on. Terry Reynolds. I'm talking about that woman. That's the woman that used to get involved. The Miss Kitty. Get involved. Got a little involved too much. But
a little too involved.
A little too involved. But
that's my direction for Anna Jay to save her career.
Yeah. You're a super duper valet. Best valet in the business. All right, guys. Absolute Ricky Starks. Powerhouse Hobbs taking on Swerve.
Before we get into that, their intro was their entrance, I should say, was spectacular. If you go back and watch the camera shot, the way they came out, that song they're coming out to is hype. That whole thing, they just screamed stars in here. When they got introduced first, I watched it a few times. I was under the influence of my favorite thing, but and then JR was on point again. He had the classic JR. He said, Taz says, let's go, and JR goes, Pretty Ricky and the strong man. He goes, he's a powerhouse. And then they just walked to the ring. It was perfect. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it was perfect.
Well, I love the commentary while they're walking, while they're coming out. It's one of the things that AEW does. I don't like the splits. Let the music drop. Then you say something after the wrestlers announced. That's annoying. Nah, have some fun with it. You're on commentary. You're supposed to talk to me. I want you to be silent. It's weird. So, Chris, you're right. They have come a long way.
Absolutely.
To really being considered a legit threat, a legit fun team to watch. I always have faith in Ricky. Powerhouse really had to show a lot to get to me to that level of saying, wow, man, he really can put it all together. He still got some work to do, but I would like to see him get involved. Talk about tag team, get involved in that tag team division a little bit more for them. Yeah. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to see.
That was one hell of a match.
Now. Oh, it was phenomenal. It was
That match was fucking incredible.
match was great.
Yeah.
Like, the walking the ropes moment was fun. I like.
And you know how I feel about the Bucks. I'm not really a big fan of the Bucks, but that was a really good match.
And the Bucks, some people call them the old F Bucks. Look, no matter how old they are, they still going.
They ain't that old.
They still talented.
Matt Jackson. Who's the older one? Matt Jackson.
He's 33. That's not old.
No, he's like 36. The other one, the younger one, is 33, 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's still 36 is not even old.
Nick Jackson is like 32. Yeah.
36. We got people.
I still, till this day, think that's much.
A lot of people do. It's so funny. But nonetheless, they're still performing at high levels, man. Until you start to see your body break down, that's when you stop. When you feel the aches and pains every morning, and you just can't get up out of bed, that's when you know it's time to hang it up. But right now, these gentlemen are out here putting the work, and they put on a phenomenal match. And the cool thing about the Young Bucks, they're not letting their ego get in the way of letting other guys shine. So yeah, Starks and Hobbs shined in this match too. Let's not forget, the winners were who they were. So that was a cool moment. But let's talk about it. Starks and
Hobbs had really good spots.
I wanted Starks and Hobbs to win. I have no issue with Swerve and Keith Lee winning, but I thought Hobbs and Starks were going to win.
Yeah, I thought they had it too for most of the match. They were really putting up about, I would say, 75% of the match. It was all them.
Yeah.
There's something about that Ricky Starks, man. There's something about that.
He's good, man.
I remember first seeing him at NWA. And I said, this kid is something different. He's a different cat. I like this guy.
I like him how he carries himself. He's got the swag. He's good on the mic.
He's got it.
He's got the look, man.
He's got it, yeah.
And he's fucking chiseled, bro. Like a god.
He's chiseled. Hobbs is chiseled. Like I said,
if
you could find that intro, go watch it. Have a beverage and watch it because it was.
My body goal is what a Powerhouse Hobbs. I need to be as big as Powerhouse Hobbs because that's the perfect body type for me. I said I gotta look like him. There's no way that this man is. He looks phenomenal. Man looks like he comes to the gym, puts in work, drops the weights, and dips. I need to train with this guy. So whatever he's doing, what's your food regimen look like? What's your weight training regimen look like? I need to know. Because as a big man, that's something that I can see. You can tell that he once was a former big guy. But you can tell he got his body right.
When you have muscle like that, and it's that toned and chiseled, it's a high carb diet.
I don't even want to know what his calorie intake is today. Woo! Boy,
it's definitely a high carb diet.
I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna slide in his DMs and ask him. I promise. Now, on to the winners of the match. Swerve in our glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland doing what it do, winning titles. That's big for them, big for Keith Lee right now. And I did like the little tribute after, tribute to the man that's battling cancer. Look, dedicated that match to him, put on a hell of a performance. Keith, you were moving nimble out there. I still stand by what I said. I'm not taking it back, and I'm not rolling it back. I would like to see you take better care of yourself, but that's up to you, brother. You got to want that. I can't force you to do it, but I'm happy for you.
He moves, though.
Yes, he does. But I bet he can move a lot more flawlessly if he took better care of himself.
I don't know, man. That jump kick that he did kind of did it for me.
That leapfrog he does all the time is phenomenal. A big man, other than Bam Bam Bigelow, to leapfrog like that. That's crazy.
He hits topes over the top rope like nobody's business.
It's wild. Well, Brian Cage can leapfrog like that too. Now that I think about it.
Did you see that little special appearance by Brian Cage?
Mm-hmm. Well, I like seeing stuff like that. See, But this was somebody. I miss him. I miss my guy Brian Cage. We got to find room on the card for Brian Cage. Okay, don't tell me there's no room for a guy like Brian Cage. There's always room.
Plenty of room.
There's always room. Okay, we can cut back on some of the nonsense. We don't have to give Eddie Kingston a 15-minute promo in the back. We don't have to do that. We can give Brian Cage 10 minutes. We can give him 10 minutes. Okay, Eddie can get his work done at 5. I don't need 15 from Eddie.
He doesn't get it.
I had to keep it going because over the last 3 weeks we were coming on the show getting on Eddie. I had to get on at least one time.
You know I was gonna throw that little fucking sidebar in there, bro.
I'm not even gonna bring up the promo because it's not worth bringing it up. I just think it's silly at this point that they're still doing this. I just want Eddie to move on to something else, wherever he could fit in because he seems like to be involved in everything.
Involved in everything. You got friends. They're all his friends. They're all there. No.
Yeah, he took All Buddies Wrestling to a whole new level. This
man
not the woodwork, boy.
You know, now Ruby Soho is his sister. You know, I mean, come on. Let's stop. You know what I'm talking about. I get it.
I was like, that's your sister?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like, come on. Stop.
Like, knock it off, guys. And I feel bad because my boy is from the tri-state area, and I don't like hating on the New Yorkers and people like that. But come on, man.
I will.
When he snatched Ortiz's hat off and said, "Look what they did to my boy."
Ortiz looked annoyed.
I was like, "Fuck."
He's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
He was like, "Fuck, man! I was trying to."
I got a head shaped like a coconut, and you're pulling my hat off.
He said, "Look what they did to my boy." Oh. Yo, look. First of all,
listen. That's where they're failing. As much as I love AEW, it's the pushing of guys like Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy. This is why you're failing.
Yeah, those guys
talked about guys you could push to the moon.
Yeah, those guys don't need.
Instead of pushing Ricky Starks, we're gonna push fucking Eddie Kingston. I mean, come on, they shouldn't even be in the same arena.
Nope. Eddie, the blabbermouth Kingston.
He's got the body of Midian. All right, let's move on because I'll just kill him for another 15 minutes.
He said he got the body of Midian. Oh, Lord. Well, shout out to Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland for becoming Tim World Tag Team Champs. Man, I like to see.
Very gelatinous.
Fun talent getting titles. That's what's up, man. Really appreciate the love that Tony has shown some of the new guys / young guys as of late. He's been really giving them some shine. So shout out to Tony Khan for that. That's a good move. Guys, we're in the 7 o'clock hour. You know what time that is. You know what that means. It's time for NXT. NXT.
Do we have to?
We don't have to.
No, I'm kidding.
Was this the NXT before Day 30?
I'm really not. Well, did you wait? Before we get to that, Parker Boudreaux, whatever the fuck his name is, he did a dark match on Dark as his regular name, and he's mixed in with a couple of dudes. I forget who he was with. He did a trios match, I believe. Looking jacked as all hell. They finally got him out of that crazy shirt. So we'll see what happens with him. Yeah.
Oh God, Parker Boudreaux. Hopefully he gets a better run here. He was a big signing too, man. He was one of those big guys you saw and be like, oh snap, they got him. I'm like, yo, who the hell is he? I watch college football. I didn't hear his name called. Like that's the crazy part. Never heard that man's name called at all.
Oh, and Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke did a run-in the 2019 War Games. That's why I thought they were involved in the match.
Yeah,
They did a running. That obviously didn't work. Ran him out.
Nope. Nope. Did not work at all. I wanna I wanna put this out there. NXT. A lot of rumors happening. Solo Sikoa might be getting called up. That's what the word on the street is.
This is the NXT episode where Cora Jade went heel, right?
Yeah, if I know.
Oh God! Did you? Yeah, when her skateboard snapped before she even hit what's her face.
Oh,
Did you see that, Mark?
That was terrible.
Did you notice that?
Fucking terrible.
At least she had the wherewithal to continue.
I literally sat there and I watched it. I was like, did the fucking skateboard just break before she even hit?
Oh yeah. Listen, I'll give her credit because she continued. She tried to, keep it going, but that shit just snapped when it was in the air.
No, I would have went outside and got a chair. As soon as the skateboard snapped, I would have ran outside, got a chair, and beat the dog hell out of her. Because at that point, all right, the spot's messed up, but at least I can save it by doing something crazy.
And Rodney, you were right. Gigi in leopard print, right on.
It's wild.
Right on.
Should be illegal in 5 states.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen ever. That
shouldn't be allowed.
It shouldn't happen ever. Okay, folks. For those of you who are sitting there, should not happen ever. Sorry, I had to retire Alexa Bliss. She's a married woman now.
It's a new contender in town.
Well, we're on to Gigi, Indy Hartwell. That's what we're on to. But man, oh man. Let's talk about it. Giovanni Vici took on Apollo Crews. Shiny T for me. Shiny T for me took on Apollo Crews. What do you guys think about this?
Hold on. Can I just share my screen real quick? Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, you got a screenshot?
Shiny T for me. My man cheesing. There's no reason why you have this wrestler coming out here cheesing like that. I'm sorry. It's unnecessary. You can't have a guy coming out there smiling at the camera every 2 seconds. Who is he? Diamond Dallas Page?
Hold on, let me see.
Remember that gimmick? Remember when Diamond just come out smiling?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
okay.
It's crazy.
Hold on.
Yeah, I see it, but I gotta put it in. Put it in frame.
Okay, hold on.
The fuck is that?
Oh my god! That's a
what you put up there?
Check this out.
Skateboard?
Yeah.
Look how bad this is.
She's holding it right in the middle too, where it's gonna snap.
Yeah, she's holding it together. Here we go.
And then she fucking beat her with the bottom half of it.
Yeah, she's swinging that damn thing with force too, which
probably hurt more.
Oh man!
Listen, her try hard act wasn't working. So what do we say all the time? Turn them heel, see if it works. So maybe this works better for Cora Jade.
I don't know. I wasn't really feeling the Cora Jade character. I could really care less about
it. Get rid of the skateboard. Now you have an excuse to get rid of the fucking skateboard because it failed you when you wanted to use it as a weapon.
Nah, then she got to come out riding a damn scooter. No,
yeah, they'll give her a little scooter.
He goes, when I take you to AC Burger, Broadway Burger Bar is where we need to eat. I'm down, man. You talk about food. I'm hungry as hell right now.
She gonna come out of some Heelys, bro.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. Don't disrespect us like that. Don't assault my intelligence. Thinking that you out here really still rocking Heelys. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll be upset. But Chris Barrera goes, that skateboard spot is just bad. Just flat out bad. There's no really
terrible, bro.
It ruined the whole heel turn.
It did because it took away from it. We were expecting the shot in it.
Oh man!
Listen, we all know Cora Jade's not lighting it up in the skate parks. They wouldn't even let her in. You think those fucking skateboard kids will let her into the skate park with that little fucking shit thing she runs around with?
Jason Lee can just skate circles around her right now. That man's come on, stop it.
They kick her ass out.
Oh man. But Giovanni Vici takes on Apollo Crews. And Apollo down here trying to revamp himself, trying to get
I
some
would have
clout.
thought Apollo would have been going for the title by now.
Yeah, I think they're working there. I think that's where they're working. You gotta finish one to get to the other. But taking L's to Vici ain't gonna help you. Ain't gonna do you no justice, buddy. Not no disrespect to my boy Vici. You know, he's doing his thing, shiny teeth for me
His
and all
new
that.
teeth.
Beautiful tan and all that. You know,
Beautiful teeth.
Beautiful teeth, beautiful tan.
He doesn't. They fucked him up too, man.
I can't. Well, why'd you ruin this guy?
He was a wrecking ball when he was Fabian Eichner. Now he's fucking. Now I look at him like, what the fuck?
But he didn't lose the step in the ring, though.
No, but it's just that persona now. He's smiling. Come on.
He's smiling every 2 seconds. He come out there. Like, stop. All right, enough.
He's gonna show off those fucking pearly whites that NXT money paid for.
Is he trying out for Maximum Male Models, maybe?
Shit, he fucking might, bro. You never know.
Might just be the #1 guy. Who knows?
I mean, because those two schlubs they fucking rolled out. Come on.
We had who do we have? Yeah, Aiden Carter in a match. We're gonna Tatum Paxley. Oh my god! Look, let's call it what it is. Kaden Carter been out here a long time. Girl is funny on social media. Her and Casey have a very good time on social, man. But it's got to the point of crap and get off the pot. Like, what are you doing with these people? Are you having them hang around just for fun? What are you doing? Like,
well, the Wave Girl shtick didn't really last long, did it?
What, it lasted a week? I felt like I saw the promo twice, and that was about it. That was listen, we're good.
We were at the carnival with the other two fucking chooches.
We got a girl that wears a onesie and goes to sleep on people. That's gonna be much better. See, look, I don't know where we're going. Like we said, the writing and booking for NXT has been atrocious for a little while, but I have to give credit to the talent because they're making do with what they got. And some of you guys are gonna get called up, and it's about damn time. Some of y'all might just get released because at this point, what are you gonna do?
Take it and run.
Take it and run. Like poor Roger Strong, man. This man can't get out his contract done. This guy's in purgatory. I swear, this man is begging to leave. Begging, please fire me. I want him to go out there and cut a mean promo tomorrow night. Just mic drop, pipe bomb promo about how he hates it. I think that would do him justice. What does he have to lose? He has nothing to lose. Everything in the game right now. You're in a place you don't want to be. I think it's a perfect moment. Go out there, drop a pipe bomb on NXT. Get the people talking. Get them fired up about you again. Let them know who Roger Strong is. So when you do leave, and you make that transition to somewhere else, people remember, oh, that's the pipe bomb guy. Well, I don't know if that's what you want to be known for, but I know what you were really known for. Man, Undisputed Era, man. Come on now. Who missed those days? I know I'm missing.
I have my Undisputed Era shirt on right now.
Yes, I'm missing like they were yesterday, man. But Roderick Strong, feel bad for you, brother. You shouldn't have signed that extension. I don't know what you were thinking. Did Maria talk you into this? Like, did she talk you into signing that extension when you were in the middle of buying a house? What made you sign this extension? Did they promise you something that you didn't get? Few, Chris. What would make somebody sign a 3-year extension if they don't want to be there after they see all of the people?
Did they like hold him at fucking knife point or some shit? Like,
I don't know. What made him sign that 3-year extension. He's nuts. Oh my god, I wouldn't have done that. But so some people can sit there and say, "Oh, I don't feel really bad for him. He did it to himself." Yeah, you got a point. But I still feel bad for the guy. I want to see him go down like that. I know I got off good topic with Katie Carter, but there was really not much to talk about there. So we transition over to Roderick Strong real quick.
You said it right. Should have get off the pot.
Yeah, it's definitely time for Roger Strong, Kaden Carter. There's a list of people that's time to get rid of them if they're not going to do anything or move them up. You got them just sitting down there for what? Or they got to get better. Well, what happened to your 3-month plan? Whatever happened to that? Okay, some of these people been out there 3 years.
Roderick Strong.
Like, Roger Strong, he's on a 3-month plan. Oh Jesus! Imagine, Roddy, you got to show us something in 3 months. Did I not show you something for the past 7 years? Like, what are you talking about? 3 months. Like, how long he been in NXT? What was it?
A long ass time.
What, 6 years? Like, what was
6? Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he didn't even start off in the UE.
Oh my God.
He's the longest. Yeah.
He started off as just Roderick Strong.
It's Roderick Strong.
Oh man, that's crazy.
When he was teaming with Butch.
Yeah.
Yeah, turned on him. That was the turn heard around the world. Oh. Then what? The year after that, we got the super kick heard around the world. We were there. What? Duke Hudson taking on Sega. Is it Sega?
Indian Braun Strowman?
Yeah, Indian Braun Strowman. Sanga wins by chokeslam. Duke Hudson.
That's Braun Singh.
Another character, Duke Hudson. What we doing? I like the gimmick with the people in the crowd. I'm digging it. You come out there, you got the little crew with the holding up the signs and whatnot. I get that's cool. But where we going? Nowhere to go with this guy.
Maybe he should be maximum male model.
Aha! Maybe he should.
We talked about this last week.
24/7 championship. I smell it coming.
With Veer Mahan.
Veer Mahan. Jesus Christ. Are we gonna get Sankey dancing anymore? Please, I need some more Sankey dance. Shanky dancing. Man, look like Elaine from damn Seinfeld.
I feel like it's starting to become a common thing for wrestling brands to have one Indian big man. Because AEW got Satnam Singh.
Sucks.
And NXT got Sangha. The upper roster has Shanky, Veer Mahan,
and Jinder Mahal. International.
We got Indian big man everywhere.
Yeah, you got Christopher Brown goes, Roddy, did Strong sign that extension before Hunter's issues or after Hunter's issues became public? I believe it was before. It was before. Because they had that whole moment with Regal and he signed a little book about leaving NXT. Then he came back and Diamond Mine. It was cool for a hot minute, but then it
wasn't even a hot. I
wouldn't even say it was a hot
minute. No, I don't even think it was cool for a minute. It's got to go.
It was cool for a hot minute. We got come on.
When Tyler Rust was in it?
No. No, but when you got guys like
it was cool up until they lost that manager.
When Tyler Rust was in it. Oh man. We did get the 2 jars of mayonnaise out of it. That was great.
Okay, but they need to get away from that.
And then once you release Malcolm,
they more like Miracle Whip.
Yeah, they are more like Miracle Whip. Them boys did some sun, man. Vitamin D never did nobody no wrong. Well, for some people it has, but damn it. Get a tan, guys. Damn it.
So damn white, bro. Oh
they can just do spray tan.
Just spray tan yourself. It's not
you can be safe to spray tan.
Dude, like,
go follow my boy Giovanni. Go follow where he's going.
No.
Clearly.
No.
Yo, my man got the tan lines on this guy is crazy. I'm sorry to bring it back. But if you guys, his tan lines are wicked. What? Who did this? Who's the lady that who told him to go in the booth and do this? Them tan lines are sick. All right? The teeth are outrageous. The tan lines are sick. Man, oh man. I wonder if he likes his gimmick. I wonder if he's digging it. I wonder what they told him.
He's
Well,
smiling about it, and they paid for him to get his teeth fixed.
so as long as you pay for the dental, I'll stay down here. He was like, all right, go see Dr. Epstein. He'll take care of you. Pull all them teeth out. They know you veneers. But man, I tell you, funny stuff. Moving down line, this damn card, this show was not very good until the end. Solo Sikoa taking on Von Wagner. Von Wagner, also another guy.
Not very good.
You can't come out here looking like the caveman from Geico and just not be able to wrestle. You're not good. Oh my God. It's heartbreaking. So heartbreaking to see. It's tragic. It really is tragic. I'm sorry. You're not good, brother. You're not good.
No, not good at all.
You're not good. Solo School is dancing circles around you, bro. And I can't wait for Solo to get called up because it's going to take, hopefully, what everybody's hoping for is to take some bloodline to a whole nother level. But how far can you take that? So you add him in there. Now you got to find a challenger. How do you let the little brother to go over when the Usos be taking L's sometimes? And the kid just gets it. I say don't put him in the bloodline right away. Let him work to that. Because the kid, we know the kid can work. I'm not doubting it. We've seen the kids work. He's not the greatest in the world, but he's good enough to wrestle on the main roster, in my opinion. Does anybody else?
Too predictable. They're going to shove him right in.
Like, I think I'll be doing the kid a disservice. I think if I'm him, I really want to shine on my own for a little bit. And if I start to slip, then throw me in. Don't throw me in there right away. I'm gonna get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
We're gonna forget about everything he's ever done. He's just gonna be another afterthought. You throw him in right away. You let the kid shine, get some rub a little bit, and now toss him in there. If he starts to slip and nobody gives a damn, no crowd reaction, cool. Throw him in the bloodline. Now we're talking. I just think they're gonna screw this up, man. I really hope they don't, but I think they are. This company is way too damn predictable. That did go to a double count out draw though. It doesn't make any sense. Wow, that is not that good. Man, let me tell you something. Carmelo Hayes. Call up ready. My opinion. Trick Williams can do without him. It's all right. Trick is just hanging on there, just hanging on to hang on at this point. I think he might be on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Not more than that young man can do. I'm sorry. It's time for you to make up your mind. What you want to be? You just want to be the roadie? You're technically a roadie. That's what you are. You the guy that just hung out with Biggie and Pac.
Just a damn hype man, bro. Like,
just taking up a seat in the cab. That's what you're doing. So
facts. He helped pay for the Uber.
He helped pay for the Uber. He out there clubbing. I'm not saying the man can't work. Just saying that you're not made of roster material. Not
at all.
And it goes back to what we're saying about NXT. Some of these young cats that they be getting are not wrestling made. They just don't scream pro wrestling. They try, and I give you credit for trying. But trying ain't gonna work in NXT. You got 3 months to literally show what you can do. That's it. Then you're gone.
Well, that's a ridiculous thing anyway.
That's all.
Why you can give somebody with no wrestling experience 3 months to prove himself?
And here's the thing, Chris. Why would I want to sign there? This is where we go back to the bigger picture.
Well, listen, if they're giving him NIL money, yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. And you can get. I mean, because if they're giving him money up front, but the whole concept is stupid. WWE trying to act like, their major college football program. Stupid.
It's
Like
really
the college, these kids are signing NILs because they're already established football players. Oh, sorry. The WWE doing it, you're bringing them in there, no experience, expecting them to show something in 3 months. That's ridiculous. It takes people years to become something.
That's why I feel like you should have kept places like Evolve still around. You should have kept places around instead of buying up everything.
Because he's fucking done this before.
Just stop monopolizing the board. Spread some of these kids out to spread their wings to other elements.
Places you can send them.
Yes, you can't just buy up everything, monopolize the board, and let's just run them through NXT. How's that going to help them? They're wrestling for almost the same people every week. So now they're going on the road finally. Damn time. Took you long enough. So now you're really going to get to see how bad this really could be. Because
listen, they got a lot of turds down there right now.
You're going to get that track and field star who is not a pro wrestling lover, who's not going to put their heart and soul into this, that barely can do an arm drag, but you're going to give them 3 months to learn how to do one. Oh, it shouldn't take you that long to know how to do it. For some people, it just might. So this idea that they have, Chris, you hit the nail right on the head. Like this idea of, we're just going to take these kids off the street, have no pro wrestling experience, turn them into sponges, and boom, we're good. Even the amateur wrestlers you're signing, they still have to learn how to be a performer. It's not if they don't have the love to be a performer, they're not going to do this. Okay, not everybody can be Kurt Angle. Not everybody can be Brock Lesnar. Not everybody can do that.
But even Brock Lesnar was down in OVW.
Yes, and they took him a while, and he developed his character.
Randy Orton was down there. John Cena was down there.
But old ass Batista was down there on his last legs, living in his car, trying to make it work. But those guys were hungry for the business. They enjoyed it. I don't know if Brock loved it, but Brock saw an opportunity, but he was willing to learn. And once he got the hang of it, he goes, I'm really starting to like this wrestling thing. And he now went full-fledged into it. Nosedive, right deep, right to the thick of things. Some of these kids are not going to do that. They're going to be like, I can't do this.
They're garbage. Listen, they got a lot of doo-doo down there right now.
I can't cut a promo. I can't cut a promo. I barely can walk to the ring. I got some people that can't even find a hard camera. It's just a mess. It's a flat-out mess. And look, I understand this is developmental. This is where you're supposed to make mistakes. But they're not giving you mistake time. They're giving you a short window of mistake time. They don't want to hear no excuses. They want you to get it in 3 months or you're gone. Simple.
Well, that alone, that philosophy is just poor.
That's really poor.
It's poor.
That's like me trying to hire somebody to edit audio. All right, you learn this in 3 months, bro. You got it. Huh?
Listen, you got college football to hone your craft. You got college basketball. You got D-League basketball to hone your craft. You got minor league baseball to hone your craft. This fucktard thinks you can come in 3 months, not be a wrestler, and become a wrestler. Now, there's a couple that have been able to do it, but that's clearly the exception to the rule.
And keep in mind, the ones that you guys are going to see shine are the ones that slithered through the cracks with pro wrestling experience. The Rock Caesar one. Slithered through the crack. We don't want to hire former pro wrestlers now. Remember, none of that's allowed no more. But they slipped through the cracks. They went to a tryout, bust their ass, and showed, I can do this. Oh, we checked your resume. Who'd you wrestle for? I was in Ring of Honor. I was here. Was there. Indy Hartwell has a lot of pro wrestling experience. People don't look up. They don't do their homework. How many times I tell you this girl was a world champion in multiple promotions? People don't even know that.
She was the old wave before they came up with this new mantra.
And she was that old wave right before, like, cusp before the whole craziness started to happen. And right when she started to get her shot on her run with the way, that's when everything started to crumble all down. And you start to see the cracks in her armor. and the people start to get called up, and certain people start to get cut, and now all some weird things are happening down there. We're really trying to just sponge the black and gold like it never happened. It just doesn't make sense.
No. If you're USA, when do you pull the plug?
Now, you pull it now.
I mean, because what they signed up for is garbage now.
They signed up for what the NXT used to be.
They signed up for the black and gold brand.
Yeah, they signed up from 15 all the way to now probably even 14. They signed up from 14 all the way through to about 2020. I'll give you the 2020. They signed up for that 5-year run of just constant great content.
No, listen, I'll give them till 21 through the pandemic. They were still putting on good shit. They still had the same dudes down there. It was last September when shit changed.
It's fair. That's fair. That's fair to say. 2021, because even the pandemic episodes were not bad. They weren't.
They were putting on great shows down there.
They were still putting in work. We had a lot of women's wrestling during that time too. I didn't really think about this until recently.
Yeah,
a lot of ladies shine, man. A lot of ladies. Mm-hmm. Really got to see some the Raquel Gonzalez's shine and Dakota Kai's and you come on. We had Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell shine during that time.
There was a lot of women. Yeah, you're right. Io Shirai
was shining. We had because we also introduced the women's tag team championships at this time, and at the time also who else came back? Ember Moon came back during that time. So there was a lot of stuff going down there for the ladies, and they pride themselves on building up really good women wrestlers down at NXT. They've been able to do.
They're a little short right now.
Yeah, well, right now, you really got a couple, about a handful if I can count.
Lash Legend. What's the other one's name? Tiffany Stratton.
Well, terrible.
No, we
it's
need
all
to
garbage.
Tiffany Stratton, terrible.
Lash Legend is fucking trash too. I'm sorry.
Lash Legend is terrible.
I don't like her gig.
She's terrible. Tiffany Stratton's terrible.
Let me jump into some of these comments. Christopher Brown been kind of hot in the comments. He said that skateboard spot is just bad. They should have Tony Hawk make an appearance and have him tell Cora Jade off. He said, Chris, I'm waiting for them to add Los Lotharios to the maximum male morons. That's the next level of hell that's coming. Just wait. And he said, Rodney, did Strong sign that extension before or after Hunter's heart issues became public?
Before.
He said if it was before, then they probably promised Strong a main roster run and then just yanked the rug out from under him and told him, fuck you. You're staying where you're at because we're telling you to.
They had to give him decent money to sign.
But also, before you continue, we say this a lot about athletes. We're seeing it right now in the NBA. People coming up, I don't want to be here trading.
He said, Rodney, picture Sheamus with a spray tan.
Oh, my God.
And he said, pair him with Rick Boogs and when Boogs returns from injury.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I think he was
Rick
talking
Boogs
about...
is more dog shit.
He was talking about Roddy.
But Rick started to grow on me before he got hurt.
Nah, I don't know what that. That was like a fucking tumor growing on your ass.
No, he almost did it to me before he got hurt. I'm actually
Rick Boogs is dog shit.
Madcap, I'm actually starting to dig too.
Madcap was always a good wrestler. Madcap, they didn't give him. He got hurt, and then they threw him by the wayside.
I'm digging it.
Can we just change it back to Riddick Moss, though?
Riddick Moss sounds much better than Madcap Moss.
Riddick Moss?
Riddick Moss.
Yeah.
Moss. Riddick. I like the name Riddick. It just screams.
It just works. It screams badass.
Name.
And then he was like, that's just it, though, Rodney. WWE flashes handfuls of hundreds, expecting them to be Roman clones, and it just doesn't fucking work like that, and HBK is soiling his legacy, being the front man for how NXT is being run right now. How long before he's a scapegoat for them continuing not to create new stars?
Here's the thing. You can't create new stars when you don't got stars.
You can't create new stars if you keep changing their names when they were establishing something. That's A. It's not going to work. When you have guys that were proven what they were doing, and then you change their fucking name, and that loses any star quality.
Is
And you
Miss
can't.
Stratton a star? Is she a star?
No,
No.
she's not. I don't even think
No.
Cora Jade is a fucking star at this point.
No.
She's starting to just not do it.
But like I told Ronnie last week, they were hell bent on giving Cora Jade a fucking
Roxy
title.
has potential.
Roxy has a lot of potential because she also comes with for a hell of a run in the Ring of Honor before everything happened. So she comes with that background, and that's the weird idea of we don't want to sign outside former indie wrestlers. You're an idiot. That's asinine. Why would you not? They can help the young guys that's coming in off these football teams, track and field stars, basketball stars, cheerleaders, swimmers. They can help them. That's why you want to bring those people in. You not want to sign them for. So you want a bunch of track and field kids? Not no disrespect to the track and field kids. They're athletic too. You got one of our women champion right now is a track and field star.
Mm-hmm.
Division I All-American. Not to mention. But
yeah, but to your point, they had those people down there when she got there.
They're not built like her. Okay, she's built different. That girl's a freak of nature. And
is he out for a reason? Because every time he goes out, your thing gets all messed up.
Nah, man.
Your camera gets all. I got half a Mark and half of you.
That's so weird.
Is he out for a reason, or can he go back on?
He can go back on.
Tell him to go back on.
Mark, if you hear me, turn your camera back on. That's so strange. Unless he left for a reason. Well, he didn't.
I don't know. He's still sitting there.
He's still sitting in the room.
Well, because half his face is coming on the glitch with you.
That's so weird. But you can hear me.
I can hear you perfectly.
That's strange as hell. Oh man, that's strange.
You might have to put up the what's his face, Lord Humongous, until he gets back on.
There you go. Do you see Humongous now?
Yep.
I'm coming back. Did it fix it? What the hell?
What?
Okay.
Whatever.
Now we had a camera situation real quick. It's mad weird. What was I saying? Yeah, Bianca Belair, like Chris said, you had that talent down there that can help Bianca really succeed, really shine. The veteran that went through the dog days of the indies to get to this level, to can help a woman like Bianca really, hey, you really love this and really want to do this. This is why you might want to take this note right here. You might want to try this right here. Not saying they don't got the WWE legends in the Performance Center, but the legends is one thing. Like it's like a coach. It's cool to have a coach help you, but it's nothing better than having your peer that has a little bit more experience than you help you because they're in it right now. They're in the thick of it with you. The most recent they can tell you is just last year or just last night. The most recent your coach can tell you is a couple of years ago. You know, the business changes. Things do happen. So that's cool to have the legends around. But let's get some indie superstars back in the business of NXT to help not only boost the product, but boost these young kids that's coming in off these deals that really, I don't know if some of these kids have a passion.
But the best is they say they don't want the indie stars, right? We've been over the Grayson Waller situation. He was an indie star wherever he was, or so-called. You just moved the last one, the girl from ROH, right? She was in ROH.
I see, yeah.
Right, okay. So you are bringing people in from the indies.
No,
you're just telling people that you don't want. I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
They're going through a tryout because they're not necessarily coming in and signing.
Oh, well, come on.
It's semantics. They're playing
semantics. Yeah, exactly. They're arguing semantics.
Stop with the. I don't like. I don't like getting my. Don't piss in my head and tell me it's random. I tell you all the time. you're playing semantics with me. Just say that you don't want only indie superstars to be flooding NXT. I'd rather you say that than you sit there and say you don't want to sign them any at all. You're an idiot.
And then you're pushing them.
So now you're pushing guys. It just doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
So, look, at this point, NXT is just a slow bleed.
And you know what else sucks? The Tony D'Angelo shit. Talk about sucks.
The family.
That shit sucks. Sorry.
The family.
Stop it with that.
The family.
It's garbage. It's embarrassing.
I'm watching Sopranos. I've been watching The Sopranos over. Rest in peace, Paulie Walnuts. But I'm watching Sopranos over, getting my daily dose of Sopranos in before the year's over. I watch it over every year. Every year I just do it. I don't know why. It's one of those things you can turn on, run through the whole series, and still laugh and still have funny moments because it's such a great show. But watching it over, you see how people act in the Italian culture, and you see this on TV in pro wrestling. And I just wish that they could have implemented this in the episode of The Sopranos, having somebody try to be like a fake Italian.
Tony the asshole.
And them just beat the hell out of him. Like in the bada bing, just call him out there and say, just sweet talk him like he's coming to a party or coming to a get together. And they just get him in the room, beat the dog shit out of him, and leave him there in the back alley of the
like the Bronx Tale. Now you can't leave.
Now you can't leave. I asked you nicely. Now you can't leave. What a moment.
Oh, that was the other dude with Parker Boudreaux. The Donovan dude that got cut, that got sent home from the family. What the fuck was his name?
Not Billy Donovan.
The Irish name.
Was it? What the hell was his first name? It was something with a J, wasn't it? Like J.
No.
It was just.
Well, whatever it was, he was paired with Boudreaux in the AEW Dark,
which is silly. Look, I hope it works out for them, man. You left one company. We don't know the reason necessarily why. We heard it was a paperwork issue. We heard it wasn't that good issue. Whatever the case may be, they gave you an Irish last name and an Italian family. That's just you should have knew right there. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
this ain't gonna work. Like, I'm sorry, this ain't good, fellas. You and Henry, like, I'm sorry, Henry, you can't get made because you're not full blood Italian. No, this doesn't work. Okay, you got kicked out the family, brother. It's over. Once you gave me Donovan and you didn't give me an Italian last name, I'm done. I'm finished. They're gonna be a laughing stock. You think real Italians didn't point this out? Like, yo, this is silly. His last name's not even Italian. Now, how's he part of a family? How? He just works. He's a consultant for the family. Like, what's he doing? Like, I don't get it. No, but the Godfather wasn't the consigliere, wasn't he not full blood Italian either?
Who?
Was, what's his name? I'm trying to think of the character's name in the movie, but damn it,
James Caan?
Not James Caan. No.
Wait, the actual Godfather?
No, in the Godfather the movie.
Yeah.
The consigliere, was he full blood Italian?
Oh,
I can't remember.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was a made man. I think he was of, I think, Irish and Polish blood, but he was a hell of a consigliere. And he knew the law. He was also a lawyer, so that's why Sonny kept him around, and it was good for the family. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but man, since we're on the Italian kick, Tony D'Angelo, I like the name. The gimmick is silly, man. Street Posse.
It's dumb.
It screams me Street Posse, buddy. It's like Roddy and Pete Gas, baby.
Pete, give him back the name Pete Gas. Bring that back.
I want
Tony Gas.
Somebody find me a Mean Street Posse T-shirt. I will rock it.
Pete Gas's little brother, Tony Gas.
I promise you, if somebody finds me a Mean Street Posse T-shirt, I will rock it. I'll rock it right here.
Find it.
I don't give a damn if it says Roddy and Pete Gas on it. I won't. I don't care. Better yet, I'll wear a sweater vest with it. How about that? Make it even better. Them boys wrestle in khakis and sweater vests.
Yep.
That's not even wrestling. They got tossed around in khakis and sweater vests. Let's not call it wrestling. They didn't wrestle. They got the hell kicked out of them.
I mean, we got Tony D'Angelo fucking wrestling in velvet.
Yo, my man's in full velvet. He must be hot, never. Oh my god!
The level of swamp ass that man must be experiencing.
My man got on velvet pants. Them damn hot ass lights above his head. It's doing too much.
Velveteen Dream did it.
I'm pretty sure the tights. It's better to have tights on than velvet flowy pants, man.
Yeah.
Air circulation. At least the tights, they stretch. You got some air circulation going on. This man got a heavy sweatsuit, velvet. Oh, that's too much, man.
Wearing George Costanza velvet sweatpants. He's ensconced in velvet.
Yo, no. Oh, second Seinfeld reference on the show today. Yeah, I'm gonna have a Seinfeld drop. That's what we're gonna make, a Seinfeld drop. I gotta make that drop of Andrew. What the hell did he say on Thursday? Oh man, that shit was so funny. I was at 1 hour and 19 minutes. I remember the time marker. I'm gonna find it. That shit was hilarious.
I don't remember what he said.
He said something so crazy.
I know he did say some wild shit, and we ripped him a new asshole.
Oh, I was laughing for about 45 minutes.
He said some wild stuff.
Yo, it was so funny. I want to make it a drop so bad. I'm gonna
you see Finn Balor change the sleeves? He got rid of the leather sleeves and the regular sleeves, and he moved the handkerchief, took it out of his pocket. He must have been listening to me.
He must have. Finn Balor looks like a hot mess too.
Oh, he's still a hot mess, but at least he put the regular sleeves on his arms, not the leather.
And can we talk about how the vignettes are edge? It's edge. Okay, there's nobody else it could be.
I got a problem with the vignettes. Because why did you just... They copied exactly what they did for Bray Wyatt 10 years ago.
Wyatt Family 2.0, baby.
You couldn't come up with a different style of a vignette?
Edge is coming back with a crew. He's going to have a crew with him to defeat the Judgment Day crew. That's just going to be crew versus crew.
What crew is that going to be?
God only knows. God only knows. Whatever legend they could scrape up to get in the ring and pay them for SummerSlam. That's the only thing I can think of. Whatever legend you could get to scrape up. Well, you can't even do it.
Why is SummerSlam so early this year?
Because of the way that damn schedule turned out. They moved everything around. Remember, SummerSlam was supposed to be in August. It always was in August.
Yeah.
It was late August, too. It wasn't like it was early August.
Week before Labor Day, it usually was.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just take a vacation every year.
Now, what was the reasoning for this?
This was, they wanted to cut back on expenses at house shows, so they moved the dates around, making things closer. They also got rid of a pay-per-view in between WrestleMania and Elimination Chamber. They moved on this shit, Elimination Chamber around. I think they moved Royal Rumble back a month. They switched the whole schedule around. It was crazy. They got rid of pay-per-views, added some pay-per-views. I think they want to start to try to go a little bit more overseas. That's why they're making this Clash at the Castle a big deal, which I'm happy for them. That's great. I like when you do events like this. That's fun for the people internationally. It sucks for me because I got to watch it at 3 in the afternoon or it's a weird time, but they got to watch my stuff at a weird time too. So it's only fair. And I like when you do big shows like this because you go all out. When you don't go all out for me. So I gotta hope that she go overseas so I can see a good match once in a while. It's just crazy. They dropped the ball with something. Well, SummerSlam is going to be in that beautiful Tennessee stadium. I'm all for it. SummerSlam in a stadium like that, let's go. Screams Road Warriors on the Hogs, riding down Paul Ellering in SummerSlam. One of the most classic entrances ever. You want to hear pop? Go back and see that. Just go on YouTube. That was a damn pop. You hear them bikes revving, they come flying down there. Man, what was the little puppet name that he had? Paul Ellering had with him? Was it Slappy? He had a little doll he used to carry around. A little doll would be stuck to the man. Somebody in the comment section tell me who the doll was. But yeah, that was a pop. SummerSlam, they messed up the schedule, man. Go back to the way it was. I know it's changed, and I sound like an old man saying, "Oh, go back to the way it used to be." No, it was convenient. I just had a pay-per-view this month already. I don't need to have a 2 back-to-back at the end of the month. Doesn't make sense. Why we skip August?
Yeah, here's a lesson on change to the millennials. Change is good if it's better. Mm-hmm. If it makes it worse, you don't fucking do it. That's it.
It's simple. Keep it as simple as possible. Change is a good thing. Nothing wrong with some change. Well, I know people. Oh, you sound like the guy you go. But sometimes this thing isn't very good. Like Chris just said, the changing of the schedule was a bad. I think it was a bad idea, man. You don't have to do all that. You left it the way it was.
People used to mark their calendars the end of the summer pay-per-view. SummerSlam.
Right. How about we stop making money in the bank a damn event and turn that back into King of the Ring?
Facts.
That's all I asked for. That's all I asked for. Do we have a regular King of the Ring tournament? Not done on Raw and SmackDown. Just have the qualifying matches on Raw and SmackDown the way they used to be, and then move them over to have the full-out tournament on pay-per-view named King of the Ring. The King of the Ring was a staple in this company. A staple. Classic. It made 3 superstars.
Yep.
2 of the biggest you ever seen. But we're gonna get rid of it. Does it exist? Come on, man.
What's this?
Man, I lived through Kurt Angle King of the Ring, Austin King of the Ring, Bret Hitman Hart King of the Ring. Crazy King of the Ring. All right, Mark. I know you gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, I gotta jump off, brother.
All right. Got the home run derby starting.
I'll see you guys on Thursday.
All right, brother. Later.
See you, Mark.
As you guys know, it's been real. Today was a drag. I didn't want to talk about NXT. It kind of sucked talking about it. I had to find makeup something. They gotta fix this shit. They really gotta do it. Just put on quality talent, man.
I don't think they're gonna.
Just let NXT do King of the Ring then. Damn it. Since you bring back all the old pay-per-views for them, let them do King of the Ring. At least make it interesting. All right, instead of you getting the King of the Ring crown and all that stuff, you get called up to the main roster. How about that? There you go. Now
That's a nice swerve.
The winner of the King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah.
You earn the right to get called up.
I like that swerve.
There you go. See? Hope you listen to the show. I hope you're listening, Sean. You better pitch it at the next meeting. Okay? I need my King of the Rings back on a regular basis. Not on Raw, and we're gonna have it pay off at a random ass pay-per-view. Stupid. Nonetheless, that's my rant for the week, folks. As you guys know, you're always welcome to call that number right down at the bottom of the screen, 631-319-7958. That's 631-359. Oh, goodness gracious. 631-319-7958. Unbelievable. Guys, drop that voicemail in there. Play it live right here on the air. Got the voicemail number back in the full effect. Man, as you guys know, Thursday, we'll be live here with Andrew, 7 to 9 for Andrew's Hot Takes. Should be a good one. See what else Andrew can spew up out of his mouth that we can turn it into a drop. Enjoy Monday Night Raw if you're watching. If you're watching the Home Run Derby, root for Pete Alonso, please. We would We got to see Pete put on a show tonight. For the betting people, you might want.
That's an entertainer right there.
That's a guy right there who knows how to put on a show. Okay.
Yep.
He makes it fun. He got the music going loud. It's fun to watch. So I'm digging it. Pete Alonso for president. Folks, if you enjoy this show, like and share the page, tell your friends about it. It's always fun to hear from you guys. Thank you guys for jumping in the comment section. Christopher Brown, Mike, our love is with you, brother. You and Ali, appreciate you hopping in. Jan, I saw you commenting there. Thank you for coming. Kyle, we had Stryker on at the beginning of the show. Smooth was on. Jessica Hoffman, thanks for jumping in. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on Thursday night.
Peace.